Hello guys, we're going to start here in just a minute. Just going to share the link here. Alright. Okay. I'm going to do an audio test. Alright. Okay. Audio test is good. Alright. Big 10 match pay-per-view coming up here. For GSW. And we'll also be kicking off week 3 of TWN tonight with some SWA action. And that'll happen a little bit after this one. I'll probably have some dinner in between streams here. Or something along those lines, I don't know yet. Opening match is actually going to be for the newly made GSW Trios title. There's been a tournament going on for that throughout GSW and whatnot. Opening it with that would be the Brood here. Going against the Elite. So yeah, for these new belts, let's see who wins them here. With Omega and Gangrel here. No, dodge chair shot. Oh, he's looking for a stump puller.
Give up. Give up. Go in. Trigger.
Ah, sharpshooter.
Give up. Give up.
Oh, counter. Big suplex.
Five minutes gone.
Oh, half crab. DDT. Ah, dodges that European uppercut there. Counter. Bear hug.
Give up.
Now, the winner of this match is actually will get the belts, but they'll be forced to defend them later on in the semi-main spot against a group put together by GSW. In light of the fact that two non-promotional teams are fighting for their belts here.
10 minutes gone.
1, 2.
Torture half crab. Oh, I got hit with the mist. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Look at that. A drop kick Doomsday, pretty much. Or a Doomsday drop kick. Super kick. Big suplex. Lands him out of the ring.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Just chaos across the rings and the aprons and outside. Oh, big power slam. Back elbow in the corner. Oh, gorilla press. Oh, choke slam.
Give up.
Tiger suplex. DDT. Goes for a cover.
2, 3.
Oh, look at this! Haha! The Brood get the win. They are the first ever GSW Trios champion. Wins it on just a standard DDT, not the Impaler, just a normal DDT. Alright. Next match. Will be, let's see here. The New Age Outlaws versus the Guns with Bart Gunn on the sideline here. Some more tag action. Alright. Let's see how this one goes. This should be interesting here. Hi Kareem, how you doing? Just in time for match 2 of the 10 match pay-per-view.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was because those two came out like later on in the PS2 version, so they had a chance to get some little extra little things compared to PS2. Pile driver. Billy Gunn going against his kinsfolk here. Yeah. Oh, Bart's trying to cause a distraction already.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh, pump handle drop out of nowhere. Star Fox does. Star Fox runs the TWL, and that's where you land on Harley Race. You land Harley Race there. I have Bundy, King Kong Bundy. Yes, actually, because what happened was, because the PS2 came out in the fall of 2000, and the GameCube and the Xbox, I think, came out around a year later-ish, maybe like 10 to 12 months later, but in 2001, yeah. So that's why there's so many sports titles that's why so many sports titles, like, or so many of the old ones were just on PS2. Because that was the only thing available at the time.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, that's perfectly fine by me. For Rigo and Finley. I actually did a rivalry with those two a while back, so that could definitely play into some more story elements there on my end. So yeah, that's perfectly fine by me. Dropkick trading here. Oh, running blockbuster goes for a cover.
2.
Oh yeah, you can use Lesnar. Oh yeah, I have no problem with Lesnar being used for sure, cause I don't know. Yes, the TWN national title. Yeah, I don't know how long he'll have that belt, because when we do the TWN All-Star events, we have a mid-card belt cycle. So it'll just depend on, like, if he's able to defend the belt for that long, or for whenever you plan on doing your pay-per-view. But yeah, you'll have that national title match no matter. Oh, we just had a critical.
11, 12,
But you'll have your national title shot no matter who's champion.
16,
So.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh wow. The legal man was critical in a sideline by, I think it was from Famouser, from Billy Gunn. Wow. $81 though. You know what? For a tag match with a second and a critical at ring out under 15 minutes, that's actually really good. Because typically those matches are rated pretty low. Oh, I don't know the idea behind it. Probably somebody from Xbox or Echo or Cup, two of them or something. I don't know. But big win for the New Age Outlaws. P81. PCCW will get a couple credits for that interpromotional win there. Next match, first singles match of the night. Takeshita is going against Too Cold Scorpio of the Job Squad. Takeshita also a member of Kaientai. See how this one goes here. This should be interesting. Add the pants on with the right side. Yeah, I'm a little unfamiliar with that as well. Hard for me to say.
Fight! Huh. Yeah!
Mm. That also reminds me, so I made an announcement in both McCampy and the Fire Pro Discord, but that RCW project we've been doing, unfortunately, because since I shifted off screen for some of that stuff, the No Mercy game cartridge I had did the save glitch shit, and I lost a lot of stuff. I lost the stuff created and everything, so we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board for a different game, unfortunately, because even if we first of all, if we stuck with No Mercy, it would take a long time to rebuild everything up, and I don't really feel like dedicating that much time if there's a chance the game gets glitched and erased again. That's just demoralizing. So we're gonna try to find a different game. I think last time we did the poll, I think SmackDown 06 was a contender. So I'll have to look, but Ref is down there. Give them a box of Twinkies. Oh, here comes Hardcore Holly, helping out his Job Squad stablemate here. Counter. Roll up. Falcon Arrow. Ooh. 2.9 right there. Super kick. Counter upon counter. Another suplex. Snap suplex.
10 minutes gone.
A high kick counter. Drop kick. Drop kick back. Yeah, that makes sense. That's from that. Put fights out of the corner. But yeah, currently, like I was talking about that RCW project, right now, like I said, SmackDown 6 probably odds are will probably be that replacement game, but I'm gonna be doing polls and checks and see, because like I said, no matter what the case is, they're probably not gonna go back to No Mercy because of that save glitch, which is very unfortunate. Because the sucky part about it is it wasn't just the wrestlers that were erased, but the belt progress I had with all the belts unlocked, that was erased. The money's gone, the stuff I locked in the store's gone. The only thing that was saved is I did have some YW guys I created for shits and giggles a while back that I saved to a card. That's the only thing that's saved. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that's just unfortunate there. Oh, look at that! Takashita gets the win. That suplex. Oh, guys, we'll resume in just a minute. Just gotta share the link here. Alright. Alright, so, yeah, it was just frickin' internet that's why it ended last time, it was just frickin' internet. And when I did the test says it's fine, it does that sometimes, or it'll just not go through. Next match is actually a 6-man tag match here. It's, and of course I'll combine these parts ASAP like I did with the Nitro, the XAW Nitro video. Dynasty versus the Horsemen here. See how it goes here. I mean, at the very least with the split, at least it didn't interrupt any matches. So I can't really complain too much on that, but it's so frustrating when... Because here's the thing though, like the internet quitting didn't show up on my end. It was one of those things where if you weren't paying attention, you could go on the whole time and think you're on that line, which you're not. That's why I have my phone on stream like I do, so I can make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Give up. Ha! Break. Break. Da!
Armbar counter. This is also more interpromotional action here.
Come on! Woo! Woo! Woo!
5 minutes gone.
Woo! Give up. Brainbuster.
Orlo gets double suplexed out of the ring.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, here comes JJ Dillon to help out the Horsemen.
Give up. Ha! Come on!
That would have been some matchup, huh? Ric Flair against MJF. Oh, Spike Pile Driver.
Come on!
Theory gets tagged in. Arn Anderson gets tagged in.
Gone.
Woo! Oh no!
Big suplex. Arn goes for a cover. Wardlow with the save. Pile driver. Little fisherman buster there. Oh, ATL. Oh, Powerbomb Symphony.
Break.
Figure 4. A black hole slam. Oh, the F10. Ooh, wicked. Goes for a cover.
2.
2.9. Oh, totally interrupts an attempt there.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, look at that. Just chaos right now.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah.
Pile driver. Fallaway slam. Flair gets tagged in. Punch chop trading.
Minutes gone.
A-Town down on Flair. Goes for a cover.
2.
Totally with a save. That Flair flop always gets me. Because a lot of times it just comes out of nowhere. I never predict it. Oh. Oh, Theory gets suplexed out of the ring. Exploder. F10. Oh, totally grabs him and holds him for a little bit. Lets Flair get a chance to get up. Oh, big lariat shot in the corner. Figure 4. Oh, more little taps. Got 79 there. TWL is going to get some credits with that one. Alright, next match here. Jericho versus John Cena. See how this goes.
Okay.
Fight!
One, two, three, four, five, six.
1, 2, 1.
Big suplex. Starlight suplex, rope, feet on the ropes though.
One. Give up. Give up. Break. Give up. Give up.
Oh, here comes Mr. Perfect. He has a match tonight as well. That does remind me, the main event tonight, the GSW put Vader and Perfect together as a team to get those GSW tag belts away from the LOD, who've had a stranglehold on them for a minute. Oh, Tiger Bomb. Perfect flex on Cena, and then a Lion Tamer right out of that.
Give up. Give up.
Emerald Flosin.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, double power bomb. Underhook backbreaker. Then a
Break.
torture half crab. Oh, who's this? Darby Allin coming down to help out John Cena.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, attitude adjustment.
1, 2.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hit Hurricane around a whip. Oh! Another attitude adjustment.
1, 2.
Oh! DDT. What game is this? Heinz 57? I think I've seen you on stream before, but I can't remember. This is Fireflow Wrestling World. This is on PS4. Right now specifically, I run a couple eFed stuff through this game and stream it online. One is a singular wrestler base called YWA, and what I'm doing right now is TWN. This is promotional base, where guys have their own promotion and they compete with other promotions, kind of like territory stuff. And right now is a pay-per-view event from one of the promotions. Yeah, oh, Lion Tamer. That's pretty much what we do with it, really. I'm active on. I'm active on both the Retro Sports Gamer Discord with the two, and also on my own Discord, the Campy Company Discord as well, and that's also where I have all the statistics and information of both. Anyone can join for free. The starting membership's typically YWA, unless you get someone to like vouch for your TWN, because TWN stuff is very, very, very involved. So it definitely requires a certain level of investment. YWA though, you can be as involved as you want with that. Yeah, DPS back from the thing. Cena, that got a 95. Good lord, and Jericho with the win. 3. Next match, Owen Hart and Davey Boy Smith go against Hart and Punk. Yeah, we had a little internet snafu earlier, so the first few matches aren't a different thing. What the fuck? Yeah, DPS. Y2J's the man. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll run through all these promotions for you just to give you an idea who's in it. So DPS runs FTOA here. LGC does GSW. That's what the pay-per-view is at right now. I do IGW here. Gray Man does CW. That promotion's frozen right now. SWA's Hank the Tank runs SWA. Star Fox runs TWL. Eli does XAW, and yeah, and then the YWA portion, that's just individual wrestlers. Think of it like a career mode, like in Here Comes the Pain or something like that, where it's just like fictional wrestlers. And that also includes DPS, LGC, and lots of guys as well. A lot of guys, pretty much everyone does both except for Hank the Tank. He only does TWN. Other guys either do both or just do YWA. But yeah, that's just kind of a rough idea. Okay, there is a version on it is also available on PC. I do have that version as well. We don't run it through PC just because I got it a lot later. So by the time I got it, everything is on this. I mean, if something happens to this one at some point, we'll switch over to PC. The PC one's also the only one that does do mods. This one you can't, unfortunately, but it's still a really, really solid functional game without the mods. Like super solid. And to be honest, like, the mod pack community for Fire Pro's good, but some people have said that they're not as easy to put in as some people might say, in terms of crashes and whatnot. So that is something to keep in mind if you do get it on PC. Although there are other benefits to get it on PC. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there are other benefits to get on PC other than the mods, but those benefits are kind of not like super, like, vital. Because on the PS4, even on default, because PC, you get like, the space is only limited by the PC. On the PS4, there is a cap. However, the cap itself is super generous. Like, I think wrestler-wise, you can have up to like 1,500 models in this game. I think. It could be more. And also the PC version, also the download stores for both games are very different. That's another factor there as well. Ooh. Let's see, where are you at? Hi, Gray Man. Yeah, in case you guys want to catch the beginning of the pay-per-view, the first few, when I started, the internet kind of cut out after the third match, so I had to restart. So yeah, the trick with getting the game though for both PS4 or Steam is the DLC, because a lot of guys who create wrestlers to download do use DLC parts and stuff, so getting DLC is vital. So if you see the game on sale with the DLC, like, definitely pick it up. To an OSW episode. Yeah, sometimes that happens if a stream gets cut out like that. When it happens with the TWN or YWA stuff, what I do is after about 24 hours, when the stream fully, like, gets done on YouTube in terms of converting over, I download the parts and then I fuse them together as one video, and then I re-upload it as one video. Because there's some stuff I do where I don't have to do that, but there's stuff like this, what I do, that it's necessary for sure. Alright, but yeah, next match here, Owen Hart and Davey Boy Smith of the Blackheart Foundation are going against Bret Hart and Punk. Some tag action, excuse me. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, this is a pay-per-view. It just... Oh yeah, that's what we do, is AI versus AI. Like, because what I do is... Because all the YWA and TWN wrestlers... Because all the TWN and YW wrestlers, I do them all on a 226 point system for creation. So so everyone's built like equally. There's not like anyone that's good or bad. The only differences variabilities are through like wrestling styles and movesets. But when I convert the guys over, I do like for real wrestlers, when I also like research movesets and stuff and try to get as accurate as possible of movesets. Of course, some guys are better than others, because when I started doing it, I wasn't as good with it. So there's some that aren't as polished as others. Yeah. You can actually find that on the Campy you can actually find it on the Campy Company page. If you go to the About section, you'll see the Discord link. And all you have to do is just click on it, and it'll let you in. And then you can see all the YWA and TWN information. I actually have guidebooks on there as well. The TWN one's a little bit more detailed right now, unless someone from TWN vouches for... Quit smoking that weed. That's weird. I actually don't smoke pot, actually. No, my allergies have just been acting up. I need to get a cough drop more than anything. But yeah, like, so typically, unless somebody vouches for you, like, DPS vouched for Hank the Tank, and he's been solid. So typically, typically guys start with YWA unless somebody vouches for you in terms of like consistency. Because we, oh my God, sorry about that. We had some guys who joined TWN that unfortunately weren't consistent, weren't consistent enough, and we had to like they had to leave or, you know, stop or whatever, and it's a lot of work to get the promotion rolling. Not like a lot, but it does take a bit, and it's definitely something we have to be.
5 minutes gone.
No, on the YouTube page.
Give up.
No problem.
Yeah.
Got thrown out of the ring. No, I think it's actually Streets of Rage. You have to ask LJC. He's the one that he likes to theme his pay-per-views based on video games, which in all honesty is actually very smart in terms of coming up with ideas for pay-per-views. Because because that kind of stuff, it's easy to get writer's block stuff with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, there's not a lot there right now, so if you have questions, just feel free to ask. I gotta put more information in there, but the big basics are there. Sharpshooter.
Give up. Give up. Break.
Ah, GTS. Oh, he just critical Owen with the GTS. Brutus Brutal. Okay, actually feel free to, put all the information in general. It'll be easier for me to access the information or for when I create the guy. Cause trying to go back through the stream to get the information can be tricky because of the way things are and whatnot, the way everything's built. So just put everything in general, and I can make it from there. Okay, 73 there. FTOA with the interpromotional win there, they'll get a couple credits with that. Alright, next match here. The broadcast title is on the line for TWN. Broadcast title is on the line. Styles defending against Darby Allin. Let's see. Ah, wrong way. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Junior versus Junior as well for weight class. Oh yeah, I did that off screen a while back. Yeah, I messed around with 06 quite a bit a while back. I really like that game. In all honesty, that does remind me that RSW thing that we did. I announced it earlier that the No Mercy game did that save glitch, and the process we made in doing that didn't save, unfortunately. But that's the next game up that I think we're probably gonna do that thing out of. And basically, what it's gonna be, it's pretty much gonna be 100% fictional wrestling league, but it's gonna be done more for fun and story stuff more than competition. So that is something to kind of keep in mind there. I was working on the 6 out of 8 guys before that save glitch happened, which sucks, but but I'll do some polls and stuff for possible game replacements. But so based on the research I did when we were looking for a different game to do outside of Fire Pro, that was the one that was the contender. Yeah, that's the only knock on it, is that the call count's only 30. No Mercy technically won, but that save glitch kind of prevents me from going back to that because it not only deleted the wrestlers, also deleted the money, the belts I unlocked, and everything. I would have to start over from the ground up, and if I do that, even if I save the wrestlers on card, if it happens again, I have to start all over again, and that's a lot of time right there. So unfortunately, I don't think No Mercy is going to be a game we. Yeah, that's one thing to think about. I mean, yeah, that stuff we'll have to think about for sure when we get into it. Because there's other games that have bigger call counts, but A big factor, though, too, is also the AI, because we definitely want a game that can do AI versus AI matches reasonably well. Because, for it to be, like, good matches. Because we don't want to pick a game, the AI, and the matches are super quick, short, and they're not really fun to watch. There has to be something that can deliver in that department. Okay, that's cool, Heinz. Yeah. Yeah, it's something to think about. I'll have to do some game polls. Because I think the contenders outside of No Mercy in the prior were, it was that game, what other game? It was SmackDown 06. I think, Action Arcade Wrestling was one. I'm gonna have to look it up here, because I am curious on that.
One, two, three.
Okay, so we looked through SmackDown vs. Raw 06, Action Arcade Wrestling, No Mercy, and I did talk about WWE Raw 2, but we decided, but you can't do belts in that game, but it has a 64 call count, and it does have a season mode that you could do something interesting in it, but I don't think it would be what we're trying to do. So that is like kind of an alternate project for the future. But I think we did that poll. No Mercy won it by a few votes on PC. Oh, I would need a lot of mods to do that one. Oh man. But the Action Arcade Wrestling, that has a lot of call accounts. You can even custom rings. And I could stream it on PS4. However, when I did stream it, last time I streamed it, I did have a lot of issues streaming it, even though it was only one time, so it could have just been a one-time thing. And also, it is arcade-based, so the sim games themselves, I don't think would be entertaining enough to really justify doing it in that era, because they're not very long and they end pretty quickly. But the creation elements are there, it's just the matches themselves aren't really that stimulating. So that's the real knock on it. SmackDown vs. Raw 06. That's probably the biggest one there. Now, there's other SmackDown vs. Raw games that I could do, but out of all of them, 06 is the one that a lot of people consider the best, especially with CPU involved. Now, we could do a 2K game, like 2K14 is heavily acclaimed, and that one has plenty to work with, for sure, for all that stuff. No Mercy on N64. Yeah, we tried, like I said, No Mercy was the one that won, and we had it going, but Douglas helping Styles out. And we had it going for a bit, but that save glitch kind of ruined stuff, and unfortunately, I don't really want to resume doing what I was doing and then have it happen again. So it is definitely, unfortunately, it just kind of prevents the game from being viable for future use in those kind of projects. So it is something that, unfortunately, we are going to have to not go back to, unless we get like an edited ROM working or something. But even then, I'd be hesitant about that, because, you know, my computer anything can happen with the computer that I have with it. If something happens and I lose it, then it's the same situation. So at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's gonna have to go to a game that's been done more recently.
10 minutes gone.
And really, the most recent game that has all the options we look for what we're trying to do is really SmackDown vs. Raw 06, because Here Comes the Pain and Shut Your Mouth, those are classics, but but there's no belt feature, so we couldn't do title matches or anything, so it would eliminate that. It's kind of the same situation as Raw 2, where there's no belts, but the season mode can make a project itself interesting. Spinal Tap there, and a frog splash. Yeah, you can have seconds. The seconds interference works pretty well for the most part. It mostly functions as a ref distraction. I mean, they can attack the opposing wrestlers when they're outside, but it's not super polished, but it does do its thing. There's also traditional interference, like wrestlers coming down on the thing to interfere in matches. It does happen. Oh, he's getting ready for the phenomenal forearm.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Styles with another defense. '88, nice. And DPS will get a choice of rewards after that defense. Yeah, Styles was great in TNA. For sure. Yeah, the GM mode helped too with that game as well, SmackDown vs. Raw 6. But like I said, I'll do another poll, because any of the 2K games would probably work with what we're trying to do. But I know a lot of people, when I first brought like nomination poll up, that nobody was really interested in doing anything that recent. It's even 2K14 even. So SmackDown vs. Raw 6 will probably be our best bet, but we'll just have to see. I'll do polls on it for sure. Yeah, the unfortunate part about WWF No Mercy 2 is that even though it had 18 creator slots, each wrestling slot, it had 4 attire slots, but each attire slot, you could customize everything. So you actually had 72 slots to work with, which is amazing for the time. You really wouldn't see a number that high until, well, I think the later, like, SmackDown vs. Raw games went to 50. I know WWE 13 went there. And then 2K14 had 100, and it's been at 100 ever since. Now, personally, I think what we're trying to do, I think 30 would probably end up working for the long run, but it would be nice to have 50 or something. But I'd rather have the good game to have good matches in, because it's not something I plan on doing like all the time. It's just a special fun little thing for like guys who are hardcore into like original wrestlers. But we'll like I said, we'll just have to see. But yeah, next match Taka Michinoku is fighting Ken Shamrock for the GSW title. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. You know what? I've been wanting to review the Game Boy Fire Pro games. I have the first one. I need to get the second one. I have reviewed Fire Pro Wrestling Returns on PS2. I also have it on PS3 as well. I mean, ideally, Fire Pro is the best game for that kind of stuff, but we wanted something different, a little to spice things up a little bit from Fire Pro, because we do so much Fire Pro. It's just, unfortunately, there's just not a lot of games that can functionally do what we're looking for. So it's definitely a process to navigate and find the game that gives us the most. For sure. Alright, let's see how it goes. Yeah, the fatigue element. It's in this game too, the fatigue element. Which I love. Yeah, I don't know how much, but I do know it does in the tournament modes because when we do the tournament mode in special events and stuff, like guys who make it to the second round, those matches in the second round are typically a hell of a lot shorter than the first round, and they end a lot quicker, and guys bust out their big moves quicker. So it does, but like I said, I don't know if it's a lot lesser than the Game Boy Advance games. Because I have heard that older Fire Pro games had a lot more like selling of like damage from from animations from the characters than this one does. But it's funny because there's so many Fire Pro games and all of them have their own little quirks and stuff, but unless you like grab them and play them yourself, there's not a lot of video documentation on those differences because like 90% of them were made exclusively in Japan. Oh, Sunset Flip Powerbomb by Shamrock.
One. One.
Shit. Hammerlock right there. Now, there's a weight class difference here between the two, so it'll be interesting to see if Taka can overcome here.
Give up. Give up. One.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely, yeah. I get you there, like, Fire Pro Returns, I do know some people that do prefer Returns over World, but it's a very small minority. And the only things I heard from people saying why they prefer Returns over the World is a lot of it has to do with the fact that they like that there's a lot of like like copyright-free version of wrestlers already in the game, and they don't have to deal with download stuff. There's some little things too, like there's some various features with wrestler design, like the use of gradients for designing. A lot of guys like that. Designing belts is a little bit more detailed in that game. But a big factor though as well though, and it's something important to keep in mind with that game too, is the fact that it doesn't... for the most part, this game has everything Returns has and then some. It's kind of hard to like... I've played Returns, and I get why some people prefer Returns over World. It definitely has a different vibe in it, so I get that. Ankle lock right there. But it's kind of hard for me to really want to do this over Returns. Although I will say I wouldn't mind doing something, a special project in Returns at some point for shits and giggles. The only thing with Return... Oh, he's getting ready for a super kick.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, we got a new champion. Alright, next match. The Brood, who won the Trios titles earlier in the show against the Elite, they're being forced to defend them in the same night against a crafted team by GSW called Honor Guard as a result of it. So, you're seeing more Trios action here. I forgot what he put for Honor Guard. Let me take a look here. It was the team of Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson, and Jay Lethal. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Lethal in action. Alright. Let's see how this one goes here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the crazy thing about these Fire Pro games. That's why I love, this is definitely one of my favorite wrestling series for sure. And it has definitely crept into probably my top 10, like, favorite video games ever. I mean, it has to be. I play it, like, all the time. I think there are some odd limitations in the game that can be a little headache-inducing at times. Like, for example, the way the belts are, the way you design create belts in the game, there's a thing in it where you have to choose what match is defended in. So you can't make a belt that, excuse me, that you can defend in all match types. You can't do that. You have to pick a match type for the belt to be defended in. So, if you want to defend belts in a landmine deathmatch, you have to make a belt designated to landmine death matches, for example. So you can't have your normal title defended in the cage match. So what ends up happening with what we do is if someone books a title match in a cage, I just do the cage match, and then offline, I change the title manually in a standard match, and that's what I ended up doing with that. It's a small thing, it's not a big deal, but it would make things a hell of a lot easier if they had that option. It's just odd little things like that that kind of make you scratch your head and go, why do they have it like this? But yeah, like, in all honesty, despite how great the game is, you almost wonder how much greater it would be if the designers were allowed to keep doing it, because the studios they worked under, they were not really that enthusiastic about doing a new Fire Pro game. They barely let them do returns. That's why it took so long in between. And that's also probably why we're never going to see a Fire Pro game after World, in all honesty.
Give up. Give up.
Lethal. Oh, Enziguri. Attacking power bomb. Yeah, I love Gangrel. Definitely one of those wrestlers that could have thrived in the Attitude Era, but well, stacked roster, and also unfortunately, the biggest reason why he was never used higher up like he could have been was mostly because I remember this key promo segment he had with Christian and Edge. And I haven't watched it myself.
5 minutes gone.
Give up.
But apparently Gangrel specifically didn't fully come across, like, when he talked, he didn't fully come across his character like he needed to or something like that. And apparently it didn't bode well with people backstage, so they just decided, yeah, we're gonna just not do this anymore. Which sucks, because I feel like they could have done a lot with it. Yeah, and they had them lose every match because they wanted to build up Edge and Christian leaving Gangrel, because they knew Edge and Christian would work perfectly fine, but they were kind of, once that promo thing happened, Gangrel, unfortunately, it was kind of set in stone. I decided they don't really want to, like, promote him that much anymore. Which sucks, because he's a great wrestler. And a great character. Oh, Mystery of Darkness. That was fun.
Give up. Give up.
Yeah, I actually liked the Ministry, to be honest. When it became the corporate Ministry, though, that just became a clusterfuck. It did. I mean, oh, he's going for the LeBell lock.
Give up. Give up.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, and it's exactly right. Because when you put a stable within a stable, you immediately say this stable isn't as valuable as the other stable. It kind of defunks it a little bit. Which like I said, I think it sucks because I think Gangrel's very legit. It's just, and you know what's the funny part is, after WWF, he never worked with a big promotion again. He spent like 90% of his career in the Indies. Man, top 3. That's a tough one for me. LaBelle Walk on Doink.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, Lethal Injection.
Give up.
Man, it's hard for me to name a top 3. Murder Knees right there from Abyss. Yeah, Doink for a brief period was like big time heel. But when Bourne left, they fucked it over. But Bourne was a talent. Unfortunately, he wasn't given the right focus that he needed. But man, top 3, that's... Ooh, big maneuver. Oh, here comes Luna Vasan of the Brood. Another Lethal Injection. Doink withers in pain. Not a big fan of Abyss. I actually liked Abyss a lot. I think Abyss is actually a really good wrestler and character. It's just, unfortunately, he wasn't really given a lot of opportunities to like stand out compared to guys like Kane and Mankind and whatever. But I think the guy who did him, I forgot his name, but the guy who did, I think he did a decent job of, despite those similarities, sticking out in the long run. But yeah, it definitely would have helped if they did some extra stuff to make him maybe stand more on his own thing.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh wow, Doink tap to the LaBelle Lock. We got new Trios champions. I will admit, I haven't seen a shit ton of Abyss matches. I saw a few, but yeah, the guy definitely wanted to be like the next generation of like Foley and all this hardcore stuff, and he did good with it. He didn't do bad. It's just, I think the booking for him wasn't always the strongest, from what I gather, and I think that because he kind of big showed it a little bit and hopped between heel and face so much, that I think it was kind of tough for the character to develop like a ton of credibility, because he would bounce back and forth so much. But he stood out enough to be like considered a TNA like icon in history. Like when people think of Abyss, they think of TNA. So there's that at least. Solid match though, 87. But Honor Guard, they win the belts back. Now we got our main event here. Mr. Perfect and Vader are forced to team up to take the GSW tag belts back away from the LOD of TWL. Oh, sorry about that. I do also want to say again here, I do plan on streaming again tonight. I'm streaming Hank the Tank's or Hank the Wild on here, SWA action, the beginning of week 3 for TWN. So keep an eye out for that. I might. I don't know if I'll eat before or after that. I think I'll probably eat after that because that stream will be a lot shorter. All right, nice. All right. I don't know, and then would be 45. See how it goes. Vader and Animal starting things off here.
Give up.
Pile driver goes for a cover.
1, 2. Fool.
Oh, come on. Oh, thank God. I was worried for a second. Imagine if Vader dressed up in Road Warrior's gear. Alright. Okay, just testing. Alright. This is the last match. I don't want it to stop. I don't want the internet to betray me in the last match. With gear. That'd be interesting, Gray Man, if he did. I don't know why your thing isn't showing up on the PS4 thing. There it is. Oh wait, no. Oh no, the chat just started over, just on the screen. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Just have to. Wherever chat's next, it'll kind of update it from there. I see it on the live chat on the YouTube thing, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, the internet is funny because I get the perfect numbers needed for streaming and it always works, but then there's times where for no reason it just. And here's the thing too, like 90% of the time my PS4 will not show that the stream's done or quit or anything. It still show I'm on air. So that's why, like I said, that's why I got my phone up watching it as well, so I can keep track of it on both ends. Here comes Cena here, assuming to help out GSW out.
2, 3.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Wow. Jeez. Sorry, LJC. It looks like you're not getting those belts back. Couldn't see him. Yeah. Wow. 67 G's. Another win for LOD. More credits for TWL for belt defending. Alright, we're going to do the pay-per-view calculations here and see how well LGC did with the pay-per-view. So, it's going to be a quick minute here with the adding and dividing and all that. Alright. So GSW got an 83 for this pay-per-view in its average. Solid number there. I'll add it to the rankings and stuff, and we'll see. And I'll do a credit count for everyone. See how much credits everyone's earned in this one here. But yeah, like I said, I will be combining like the part 1 and part 2 of this stream into one video as soon as I'm able to, and release that. These two parts, of course, will be privatized as a result, but the video will be up in full ASAP. But I do plan on streaming again tonight pretty shortly. SWA action, like I said, for beginning week 3 of TWN, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, guys, outside of that, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the camping company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find links in about page / about section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere, anytime. We also have a Patreon page as well. Main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, to give the channel a bigger budget, to do more ambitious things. And also start making merchandise for the channel as well. And the merchandise itself will be geared toward aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy. So any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.